Hey guys, Cassie Deputy with Deputy Tribe. Today we are going to talk about my experience with a thermography scan. So we will talk about that right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to Deputy Tribe. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you have coffee, mine says Mrs. Babe. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about thermography for breast cancer detection and breast cancer prevention and my experience. So basically, thermography, did I say that twice? My brain is not. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassie Deputy, and I'm a home educating mom to 8 kids. We talk a lot on this channel about homeschooling. We talk a lot about homesteading because we live on a farm, and we talk about ministry and child training and all that kind of stuff. I recently had a brain injury and have been going to therapy for about 4 months now to help with that, but my brain capacity is poor, so bear with me here. So thermography. So basically, thermography is a scan of the heat signatures that your body lets off. So you can get whole body scans, which is what I got, and then you can get just breast scans. And the heat signature goes 1 millimeter into your skin. That's how far deep it can see. So it's not very deep, but it can pick up where your body is, like a lot of heat is, which is a sign of inflammation, right? So that's basically what it is. Now, I got a full body scan. Since my accident, I have a lot of other underlying health issues that are kind of like revving up. So I have really bad stomach issues. But I also have a lot of swollen lymph nodes and just some strange things that we've been watching with my right breast for 2 years now. So, and then something else, lots of skin rashes, itchy skin. I had a blood work and a stool sample done, and they had a lot of like warning signs, such as my liver wasn't working well. Yeah, I don't remember much else. But we also found a couple masses on my lower right rib cage, right under here. We found a few masses there. So they did x-rays, they did a CT scan, they did an ultrasound, and everything looked okay. But we wanted to do the thermography scan. And I wanted to do this anyways because I had some weird masses on my ribs up here and just noticed a lot of changes in my right breast about 2-3 years ago, but I was pregnant and breastfeeding, so the thermography scan wouldn't be very diagnostic because I was producing breast milk, so it would have just appeared more inflamed or heated than a normal breast. So anyways, so I finally just scheduled the full body one. And so basically what you do is you can't like take hot shower or go out in the cold elements or put your seat warmers on. Like you really got to be careful to try to keep your body temperature prior to the exam, like as neutral as possible. You can't drink hot liquids a few hours before, that kind of thing. And so basically you go into this room, and at least this was my experience, and the room is very cold, like it's freezing cold. And you're wearing undies and like an apron is what you're wearing. And so you sit there. think you just sit there like this for, I think it was 15 minutes, so that your body can really cool off while she's asking you questions or whatever. And then there's a heat signature camera. And for the full body one, we did like every part of my body, right? So it took a good hour probably. But for the breast part of it, you actually sit like this and you don't have any top on whatsoever. And thankfully it was a female thermographer. But and then they scan this, they scan your armpits, they scan your back, they scan all sorts of things. So we got the thermography done, and then they send it off to a specialist to interpret it. And then the specialist sends his interpretation back. And then at the clinic I went to, they also have a specialist. So the second specialist reads over the results, comes up with his own results, and then sat down and met with me for about 45 minutes and went over all my results. And it was really, really cool. So to give you an idea of the kind of thing that they pick up in a thermography scan, so they noticed that I had tremendous heat signatures right in here. So they knew that my jaw was dislocated and that I had some tooth decay and infections like in my tooth. Not infections, but I don't know, tooth decay. They picked that up on the scan. They picked up so moving downwards, my lymphatic system on the right side, armpit underneath my rib cage was all lit up, all inflamed. And then in my right breast, they noticed an increase in heat signatures. They also noticed a increase in vascular. So what that means is I have been producing what's called feeder veins, and they usually develop before breast cancer develops because they feed the tumor. And I'd actually noticed those 2 years ago. I noticed extra veins and stuff that didn't look normal. So they picked that up on the scan. They picked up a lot of abnormalities with that. And then moving down, they saw inflammation on my stomach, not anything, they can only go 1 millimeter into the skin. So they can only say, yes, there's inflammation going on, but they can't really give you anything more than that. And then they noticed a decreased circulation to my fingers and toes. So my toes and fingers were black on the scan. They're not getting blood flow, which is true because even in one of my toes, I actually haven't had feeling in one of my toes for a couple of years now. So they were able to pick all that up. But what was really cool and why I would recommend thermography specifically for breast cancer prevention is they were able to even like pinpoint the patterns of inflammation and that it's an estrogen dominant inflammation. And of course, what they would do then at the clinic is couple this up with blood work and things like that. And they put together a specific plan for me to prevent breast cancer. So they assess your risk level T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. And so basically I'm a T3, which is like, it's not an immediate, you need to like get, CT scans and stuff done right now, but you have the propensity of developing breast cancer in the future. T4 is like, we need to scan you, but we're pretty sure like you're on the cusp of cancer or whatever. And then T5 is, look, we picked up a strong heat signature that we believe is a tumor. Like they can pick up tumors. And from what I understand, these thermography scans can actually pick up tumors years before like a mammogram can, because they can pick up a lot of diseases. Like they can pick up diabetes before you even start showing symptoms of diabetes, because your body starts inflaming in areas where there's, an injury or something brewing. So it's a really cool test. It's non-invasive. It doesn't require radiation. It's very low, what's the word? Not invasive, low, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But it's a really great experience. And I went through a clinic in Egan. I think it was in Egan. And basically he was like, you need to take care of the lymph system. You need to get your cavities out, or not my cavities, my I had metal fillings on both of these, and I got these metal fillings taken out, and so I need to get these metal fillings taken out because he was talking about how much those fillings affect your health. And it's actually interesting. They had like, there's like a chart you can find where it has the teeth and the numbers of the teeth. And the teeth that I have metal fillings in are the liver, the right breast, and the large intestine, which are the 3 areas that I'm really having problems with right now. So I don't know what the correlation is. I know there's a lot of like scientific studies that I'm not able to read and comprehend at this moment about that. But so after I finish therapy, if I ever finish therapy, then I will go back and I will work with him on just overall health to prevent breast cancer. So that's kind of what a thermography scan entails. I would show you my pictures from it, but they're not, I mean, I'm literally like in the nude getting pictures taken. So I'm not going to show you those. But it was really cool. Like I got a whole printout, all the pictures, all of their explanations, and then a guy that really wants to work with me. So he did order an ultrasound of both breasts, which came back clean, but then we have a good baseline. So if anything on my thermography scans in the future changes, we can compare. We kind of have a baseline for where I came in and where things started. So yeah, so that's my experience with thermography. I would really encourage you to do your own research and look it up and look at some of the pictures of people who ended up having breast cancer and what their scans look like, or even people that like had back problems. Like they can tell you what vertebrae's out. They can diagnose dozens of diseases before you even show symptoms, which is really neat. So I would encourage you all to check that out. I really enjoyed it, and I would prefer it over a mammogram and CT scan and MRI every day. So that's pretty much all I have. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with people that you like, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I would love to answer your guys' questions. But until then, remember that Jesus is coming. Bye, guys.